The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. We are here today in the Studio A to interview several people. Now, to my left is my co-host, John Dickmeyer. Hello, John.
Hello, Patty. How are you today?
And to his left is Ben Richards, the director of a movie that we'll be talking about today. And you are...
Tim Leon.
Tim Leon.
That is correct.
And that's Sharon Nelson and Ben Ronnie. So welcome to my show, Patty's Page. It's going to be an exciting half hour or more. So let's get into the questions. So the reason why I am here is because I've been interested in what you have been doing with your movies. And do you have just the one movie, or?
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, are you working on others now, or?
Not really. I'm kind of waiting until I go to college before I start looking at other projects to do. Just kind of been laying low lately, so.
But you're still in high school?
Yeah, I've got about a month of high school left.
That's good. So, do you know where else you're going to be going? College?
I'm going to college, IU Bloomington, to study media with a concentration in
Bloomington.
cinema. Yeah.
That's a good place to go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And where were you born?
Here, Fort Wayne.
You were born here?
Yep.
Wow. So you didn't move away or anything like that? You just stayed here and
All my life.
all your life. So, Timothy, where have you been from?
Oh, wow. Well,
Where are you born?
all over. I was born in Fort Wayne here.
Fort Wayne. Good.
Yep. Spent
Fort
some...
Wayne.
Yes, Fort Wayne. Love it. It's grown. Spent some time in California as a child and then again as an adult for the better part of a decade. And yeah, so I've been here and there.
So when did you move back?
Around 2010, came back to the Fort Wayne area.
So it's only been 9 years, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you, Sharon?
Also born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Born Hoosier, so lived here all my life. Never moved.
Did you go,
Dedicated Hoosier.
Did you go to university or colleges, you two, or?
I did. I attended IU down in Bloomington where Ben's heading for a year and finished most of my undergrad at IPFW, what is now PFW, I believe.
So,
Doing some rebranding over there.
Oh, rebranding?
Yeah. And then, finished some undergrad out west and worked on a master's degree here
So
locally
you're
as well.
an actor, really. What else did you take in school?
I actually have a business degree. And then I finished a master's with a marketing concentration and no true acting training, but I found myself in the industry and on sets and in that environment when I was out west in California. And,
that's a good place.
And here we are. Yeah, so.
That's a real good place to be in, like Hollywood or?
Yeah.
And you share?
Actually, I started out as a 911 dispatcher. I've been there for 23 years. Retired, and
I'm glad you were there.
Thank you. Yes, it was a rewarding job. But now, as I'm retired, I'm able to enjoy our daughter and very active in basketball. So we're busy with that, and at the time that I have left, I can dedicate towards my passion, which is acting and singing.
Oh, you're acting out, eh?
So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, my acting career actually was mainly in community theater, and then I got into film in 2009. So.
Okay. And you, Ben, how long have you been an actor?
I dabbled back in college. So
How many years is that?
about 23, 24 years.
So you're the
I've been-
oldest of the bunch, eh?
I think no, actually Sharon is.
Oh, thank you.
He meant months.
Appreciate that.
Just,
Where's that bus?
Months, yeah.
Take it.
I'm out of contention for that.
So, where did you start to work? You were working at several different places, right?
Right now I'm at an advertising agency. I do video editing for JW Specialties, which I essentially just make commercials for their clients.
And you, what was your first job?
My first ever job, you know, I was a scorekeeper at Tacoma, the softball teams. I was in 4th grade, 5th grade. That was my very first job. And I've had probably 24 since.
You were busy.
Yeah.
And you share. 911.
Yeah, I started out as a, my first job was in retail, and then I made my way to fitness. I was a fitness instructor for a few years, and then I got into the flower business, which I was a floral designer for a while, for about 5 years, and then I landed a job as a 911 dispatcher, so.
Hey, Ben.
I started out in construction in high school and working in my dad's body shop before that. And then when I went to school, I turned the construction knowledge into a career in theater design.
Oh.
So I came out of school with
background, theater background, the scenes. And
yes,
all that?
I came out of school with a degree in technical theater. Did set design, construction, technical direction, and audio.
Audio.
Yeah.
That's good.
Focus was
So
live audio.
When did you get into acting?
In college, I did a couple of shows during school, and then just kept on with community theater wherever I was working at the time. Would do a show as time allowed.
Who else is in this movie that we're going to be talking about? Who else starred in it?
So we've got, on the poster, Isaac Loniger was in it, Tommy Grabick was in it, Gage Ritter and Emma Kohlenberg were also, those four along with these three were kind of the main roles in it. And besides those 7, we had a lot of like extras, day players, but really there were no other real solid main characters besides those 7.
So just like extras or something like that.
Yeah.
What is this movie called?
It's called The Forge Reclamation.
And it is about...
This retired drug dealer, which is his character, gets all of his money stolen that he had earned back in the day when he was running the business. So then he has to...
You believe that?
So then he has to find out who took his money and then handle the issue.
Did you, were you the one that was the person who stars as this character? What was your character's name?
Archeron Forge was the name of the character.
Forge.
Yeah. Yes, Forge. So the Forge Reclamation, nice little play on the title there.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep.
Who came up with this idea?
I did. For the movie title? Yeah, I did.
And the skit?
Yeah, that was also me.
Oh, you're full.
Yeah, it is.
Where was it played?
So we showed it at Cinema Center one time so far, and that was the premiere.
Yeah.
Cinema Center is a theater downtown that shows a lot of independent films, and we were able to do that through Open Sign Entertainment, who we have a distribution deal with, so they were gracious enough to set that up for us.
Do you know Nate Beachel?
Yes.
Because I know him too. He's been on my show.
Yeah.
How long was this movie?
About an hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
Yep.
How long did it take to produce?
A lot more than that.
Years, months?
Couple days.
Like a year and a half overall, from like start to finish.
Was there any children in it?
Yeah, so Gage and Emma that were in it were both minors when we shot the film, or at least for the most part during production. And I had a couple of my friends that were younger that were in it or helped out with it. So I would say mostly it was adults around their age, and then a little bit here and there we had people around my age in there.
And your role, Sharon? What was
I
your role?
played Archeron's wife, Nancy Forge. So,
And what did you do? What was your role?
pretty much supporting his. Well, first of all, going
Habits.
back, his habits. Going back as younger people, this is a business that we started. As I understand it, it's a business that we started because we wanted to have a good financial background before we had a family.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, we can make quick money by manufacturing drugs, which is not who I am, by the way. I'm totally opposite of that. So. No, you're not. Stop it. But so that's what we got ourselves into it, and we got to the point where we regretted all of it and wanted to get out of it. And I don't want to go too much into it, but with the loose ends that were hanging, yeah, right. With the loose ends that were hanging, we had to open the business up again, and the rest we'll let you say so. Yeah.
And you, sir?
My character was Sebastian Raft,
Mm-hmm.
and I was their associate from their original business. I think I was their enforcer, essentially.
Oh.
I was the one who got in and got dirty.
And my BFF.
Yeah, that's it.
to keep their noses clean, to keep them kind of distant from the business. I kind of handled the dirty work.
How does it feel to be an enforcer?
It's a lot of fun. Like Sharon said, it's the opposite of what we are, and it's as an actor a lot of times it's more fun to play opposite of your type.
Are you sure?
Sometimes.
I understand it's a release for an actor or actress to play some of these roles because it's counter to what you are in real life. That it's fun doing that. Do each of you find that's the case, or am I wrong?
No, not really. I think I enjoy it. It's fun to be somebody different and make it legal, I guess. Have a different identity and be legal about it.
Yeah.
You always wanted to be a drug kingpin.
So many influences. So many influences. It's good. The challenge of those types of characters. It's
So how did you do
amazing.
the call?
The what?
The call for cast.
So a lot of that was on social media. I was like, I need these types of roles filled. Here's age, gender, kind of a little description of the role you're playing. And I left it at that. I didn't really want to be too picky because I didn't want, to not have a whole lot of options as it pertained to casting. Thankfully, I wasn't, I didn't have to scrape the bottom of the barrel to find people because these guys were great. There's also, social media was the main thing. There's this website called Backstage I also posted on. I got a couple. So Backstage, you can post jobs on there that you need done for casting and things like that. And then it's basically just like a database of actors and actresses on there that you can track. Then I got like maybe a third of this cast from Backstage. Everybody else was through social media though, mainly Facebook.
Do you have? Are you in a union?
No.
No actor. What is that word?
Well, weren't you in Screen Actors Guild?
The Screen Actors Guild. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we had one of them.
So you have to pay a fee or something?
Not the Screen Actors Guild fee, but there were some other costs associated with that.
How long did it take you to get these all together? All these wonderful people all together and get them to do their own characters and...
So everybody here has a little bit of a different story on how they got on this production. He's an OG. I found him first, and I tried to get him, and obviously it worked out. I had to work on you a little bit though. And then you two, I had roles filled already, and then they both dropped out for their own personal reasons. And luckily, I found you, and you both were great fits for the roles. So very thankfully came on at the last minute. But Sharon, I believe that I had just met her like 4 days before her first shoot. Right?
Yeah.
It was something.
Yes.
It was real close like that. And I don't remember what the timing for Ben was, but I also know it was pretty close to his first shoot.
Yeah, I think
But-
we shot within 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out though. That they were both excellent. Well, everybody was excellent.
So
But
it's an hour and a half.
yeah.
And how many pages was in the script? I mean, you had a lot of work to do.
Yeah. So kind of rule of thumb with movie scripts is 1 page equals a minute.
Yeah.
So about 90-ish. Actually, I would say it was about 100 pages. But when you make a movie, you go through
Yeah,
post production, you
that's a
cut some
good
stuff out.
philosophy. One script means 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, yeah. 1 page is a minute.
1 page.
Yeah. 1 script per minute. That'd be a lot of movie.
Hello.
Few
So-
parts.
Yeah.
When was this show, this movie, the Forge Reclamation, released?
It premiered at Cinema Center at the end of January of this year.
Oh, this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it going to be shown anywhere else?
I would have. Right now, the answer is no, but I'm trying really, really hard to get it shown again. And there's a lot of factors in play there with myself and Opus Entertainment, our distributor, and of course Cinema Center too. Just like scheduling, logistical stuff. But I'm hoping that we can get another showing for it because I do know that there will be a lot of people that will go see it. And the first show sold out. So I feel like that'd be quite an indication that we'd get more audience there too.
So we do like a trial with so many cinemas, theaters. I mean, then you branch out if they were, interested in all.
We only had Cinema Center for our venue. There weren't really any other options just because of it was just the only.
Any new film has to start out somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And you're doing a good job with that.
Thank you.
John.
Well, let's redirect this a little bit.
Direct.
And I am going to redirect it a little bit. I'm interested in what got you into directing and what motivated you to want to make a film in the first place. Can you let me into that secret in your mind? And
Who influenced you?
I don't really know if there's a specific person that influenced me to do it. I just kind of wanted to do it. I can't really put my finger on what it was exactly, but I just enjoy it. I have so much fun with it. Pretty much, it's just a really enjoyable thing to do. I like working with other people. I like visual storytelling and things like that. So, it's just fun for me.
So how old were you when you first started doing this?
I was 17 when I started talking to these guys about bringing. I was 16 when I wrote it. I was 17 when I started bringing people aboard, and I turned 18 right in the middle of filming.
So you wrote this entire script? Or
Yeah.
Did you have to reword it in certain places, or?
Well, so the best writing is always rewriting. So there was a lot of work done to it. And when I originally wrote it, it was just kind of like a recreational thing, just for writing practice or whatever. I didn't really have an expectation to film it here. So given that, there were some things in it in the first cut originally that would have been incredibly not very practical to shoot here with the resources that we had. So we had to cut some of that stuff out. But other than that, there was some rewriting to suit some logistical stuff, but there were also some ideas that were presented to me from the cast that they're like, what if we did this, and that? I'm like, that's a good idea. So we put that in there too. So the final draft is a lot different than what the first draft was for a lot of reasons.
Right. Oh, that's logical.
Yeah.
what was the most difficult thing that you did as a part of this whole process?
Definitely finding the people. That itself took about 5 months just to. Well, so this was my first film. So first I had to get a hold on how I even find these people in the first place, and that took a while because I did have a lot of dead ends when I was originally trying to find the crew and the cast. But once I did, then you have to worry about, is this person a good fit for the role? Are they able to meet the scheduling commitment? Do they even want to do this with such an inexperienced director? But at the end of the day, it worked out, even though that was by far the most difficult thing. And see, I will fully admit I'm a control freak, and you cannot control other people. So when you're trying to, yeah, when you're trying to fill a bunch of roles with people, I mean, you can do your best, but it's not really in your control that much.
Young Ben here is an Eagle Scout, so
Yeah.
we knew that he had knives. We didn't know how sharp, so he just did his thing, and we listened. A lot of yes sir, no sir.
I ran a tight ship. No, I didn't run a very
But
tight
that's
ship.
what you have to do.
Yeah.
To produce, to direct a good movie, you have to have the kind of control where everybody moves at the right pace and says the right thing at the right time. And your timing has to be impeccable. Otherwise, it may not work. I mean, it may, but it may not work. And you've got to be real careful.
We are going to show a clip. What's it called?
The trailer.
The trailer. Oh, okay. The trailer of the Forge. Oh my goodness!
It's okay, Patty. You can say it. Say
The
it.
Forge Reclamation. That was rough saying. So we're just going to show it right now.
Okay.
I'm getting closer to him.
You're certain?
Without question. I've been watching him, biding my time. He's out of touch, unsuspecting.
Of course he is. He's been away from the business for years. What's the next move?
Take what's valuable to him first. His money, his family. Then we kill him.
Our past was dark, Archron, and now our future is too.
Someone is out to get you, which means they could be out to get me.
I'm happily retired with the family I love, and I intend to keep it that way.
Wow, that was intriguing.
Thank you.
Tell me more about this. You have a very, very wonderful, creative mind right here. And these characters did a good job as well. Characters. So, we're going to be doing another half hour. So we'll be seeing you next week on Patty's Page.
Bye for now.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. God will keep us close from up above. So until